Hello friends and welcome back to RuneScape. Unfortunately I don't have any clue scrolls for you today, but we are going to be wrapping up our clue scroll series to make way for brand new clue scrolls in the future. I really want to focus on elite clues and make a series just about elite clues, and gaining inspiration from Triple Dylan's loot duels. I plan on doing a similar type of series but with other friends. We're probably call it like a Clash of the Clues. We're going to go up, say 100 hards versus 100 hards. Whoever gets the most amount of GP will get it all, which will be pretty interesting, I think. It'd be nice to collab with each other. And to wrap up the current clue series that we have, we're going to do a bank reveal. Where you guys are going to see what's in my bank, how much money I currently own, and that way we have sort of like a placeholder for the future. See how much money we can make with our series going in the future. And just for a little sneak peek here, we currently at 14.2 billion GP in our tradable wealth. If we click this little untradeable button, you can see I've got almost 2.5, probably about 3 bill actually in gear, this is basically all my augmented gear. Anything that you can't trade that doesn't get calculated on the GE. And yeah, let's see where this all comes from. Okay, starting off, we're just gonna look at the trash tab. This is where pretty much everything goes, where I don't have a place for it. As you can see, I've got raw food, some summoning materials, all my skilling supplies, skilling packs and protein stuff, all my workstations, whatever these symbol pieces are. Probably missing one of them, that's why I have a whole bunch here. And there's probably a few things here that could be moved around in my bank, but it just keeps ending up here for some reason. So what are you gonna do? And we're not gonna go through the list here in order. We're gonna kind of jump around because I don't want to do the best first, I don't want to do the worst last. So we're actually going to start here at my what I call my potions tab. This is where I got all my multiple dose potions, so that when I want to go and decant, I can just pull them all out all at once and decant. And then there's a lot of things here, like super anti-fires. I've got the stuff here that I need to make the super anti-fires so that I don't forget. Just kind of random potion ingredients. It's just it makes sense to me. That's the most important thing. May not make sense to you guys, but you know what? It's not your bank. If you guys have any suggestions, you could always let me know. Alright, what should we do next? Let's go ahead and go to the clue scroll tab. As you can see here, we've gotten a bunch of teleports, everything you get from clue scrolls, firelighters, all these arrows, all the items I use when I do clue scrolls. And I've been keeping all my ornament kits, and as you can see, we're starting to stack up on spirit shards. I actually had a big stack of these when I sold that third age die, and I used a lot of it to get upgrades for myself. But we're starting to stack up on our comp bows. I get these very often, so we're stacking up on these. Everything that we need for master clues, creating the potions. And we actually have a Guthix bow, Zamrock bow, but we don't have the Saradomin bow yet. I've started collecting things that we get a lot of, like heated tea flasks, which I think will be pretty interesting once we have a big stack of those. And so far I've gotten one third age ranger body. I've kept one Barrows die. We got that golden thread recently, and a couple other rares that I think are pretty cool. Let's move on. The next tab up is the farming tab. As you can see, bunch of farming resources, bunch of seeds that not really sure what to do with, and a bunch of unchecked animals that I've gotten from Big Game Hunter. A lot of these things I don't touch very often. It just stacks up in here. Some of it comes from clue scrolls as well. As you know, the elites give us seeds, unfortunately. Now moving on to the skilling tab. This is it's getting kind of full. I might need to start moving some stuff around, or maybe selling some stuff off. But as you can see, we've got all of our energies for invention. We've got some stuff that we need to disassemble eventually. Just pretty much random assortment of things. My tools are kind of all spread out. This is probably the tab that could use the work the most. A lot of these cards I don't even need. Don't know why I'm keeping them. And I've recently been doing Prosper Smithing. That's why I've got my smithing outfit out here. And all my stuff. And it's just a bunch of weird stuff. In the next tab up, we have my what I call construction tab. Basically anything to do with construction, and then for some reason my god pages are in here. We've got a bunch of heads here that we've gotten throughout our Slayer and bossing. I'm sure y'all's bank looks sort of similar in some areas. You got some weird tabs. Like for some reason I've got my prawn balls in here as well. Who knows? It's probably because you open that stuff and get all this weird cannon decorations and aquarium decorations. Now, moving on, this is the tab I use the most often. It's my Slayer tab. It's got all my 6-dose potions in it. Everything that I need to either slay or boss, that's in here. And for some reason, we still got some of the random sip potions in here as well. That's okay though. This stuff gets used pretty often, and I decant it quite often too. Probably should find a spot for it in my potions tab. And so far, we haven't seen anything worth much value, despite our ruby backs and all that. Let's get into some of the things that's worth some money. So this is my combat tab. This has my melee, all my melee stuff up the top, and then range right underneath it, and magic right underneath that. And I don't know really where 3 bill of it is. If you guys could let me know, that'd be pretty interesting to know. I don't think all this stuff is worth 3 bill, but according to my wealth evaluator, it says I've got 3 bill and untradeable, so it's probably a lot of stuff like Reaver's Ring. Yeah, it doesn't have any price. 600k. I don't really see that adding to it. Bunch of weird stuff in here. Yeah. And working on getting my essences of finalities. Got some rune pouches here. Pernix quiver, that might be worth a lot right there. I don't know if it doesn't say it's worth anything actually. And for some reason I've got 2 blood amulets. I don't know why. I probably made one by accident. And what are you gonna do? We got one more tab to get through before we get into the money tab. This is my archaeology tab. This is the tab I recently reworked. I got all the useless artifacts that I don't need anymore. Basically only Tetracompass completions. And if I ever do those again, and I've been stacking up on the unrestored artifacts. Next time we get a yak track, you can blow through it real quickly if you've got the artifacts. And also my runes are in here. Who knows why? Okay, now let's get into my very first loot tab. This is just mass loot, mass stacking loot. Mostly color coding it, trying to keep things looking nice. It's pretty interesting. I've got lots of grimy herbs. I've got lots of bolts and arrows. I've got lots of crystal keys. That's, wow, nearly 5,000 crystal keys. Might have to do an opening of that soon. This is all my bolts are in here, all my dragon equipment, and all the new stuff that we've got with the Elder God Wars. And I've started putting all the salvage in here, and then all this stuff underneath that's kind of junk that's made its way in here somehow. And let's get to the big loot tab. As I said, big loot tab, it's not really too much. This is just the rare drops that I get from bossing and slaying, most of it. It originally started as my gems and cash and all that. This is just a little rainy day cash. Stuff that just, accidentally, when I accidentally claim from my GE to my bank, it goes into here. Don't really need the 23 mil though. We got 68 uncut onyxes. That's a good stack right there, and then about 69 onyxes and dust here. It's pretty cool. As you can see, we've got some Araxi loot here. We got a spider leg. That's a nice 200 mil just right there. Some Dagonoth King drops. We've got the Queen Black Dragon. You got Abyssal Whips and stuff. Some essences that you get from regular from God Wars Dungeon 2. And then I got some Kopeshes, some scraps. Maybe one day I can make a Kopesh of myself. And then, as you can see, we've got just a random assortment of weird drops we got in here. For some reason, I've gotten 3 of the Gemstone Halbergs and nothing else. 65 Draconic Energy. I believe this has been going up recently, so that's pretty nice. And we got some drops from Arc Glacor. We got the stuff from Corporal Beast. All sorts of random assortments. We got 1 Grimoire page from Solak Kill that I did. I've got 3 extra golden party hats. One day they'll be worth some money. Currently, they are worth less than what I paid for them. I did get myself 1 green Santa hat, and it's less than what I paid for it right now. But that's okay. I don't really need the money. I'll hold on to it. Got some frosted wreaths. Those actually are double of what I did pay for them. I did pay about 10 mil for each frosted wreath, and I think it's a pretty cool cosmetic, so I'm gonna hold on to it. And we've got all this other tokens that we got recently from the Christmas event. It's kind of in order from value. You've got the Christmas cape. You got the jumpers all the way down to the mammoths. That I could probably get rid of some of this stuff that's worth only a few K. But, I don't want to get rid of it just yet. I've got about 100 spaces left in my bank before I'm full, so I'll worry about it if I ever get close on bank. And my voice is starting to go. I do want to apologize for my absence. I did take a break around the holidays to spend time with family, and then just recently I did get sick. I contracted the COVID virus, and it actually put me out for quite a while. It was COVID was no joke, but I'm starting to feel a whole lot better. I'm getting ready to start running some clues again, and hopefully you guys will enjoy. Hopefully you guys have liked this little insight into my bank. Oh yeah, we've got 881 in my cash, in my coin pouch. Didn't count that. That's a good chunk of change right there. But yeah, we'll have to remember where we're at. We're about 14.2 billion gold in wealth. And I'll have to write that down actually. And in the future, we can look back and say, we used to have this much money, and now we have way more. At least I'm hoping. Never know. Everything in my bank could crash. I doubt it though. I got a lot of variety in my bank. Let me know what you guys think of my bank setup. If you think I could change it at all, let me know for sure. I do like making things nice and neat. I do like a good sort and tidy, and I especially like to make things look aesthetically pleasing. And I'd say this video's been probably drag on for long enough. I'm starting to lose my train of thought here. Stay tuned for the future Clue Scroll series. We're going to be focusing on elite clues, and we're going to be doing some Clash of Clues with other creators, get some nice collabs in. Hopefully, I'm hoping you guys are excited. I'm pretty excited. We could possibly, get the loot from 200 clues instead of just 100 if we get the most GP. Until next time, guys, this has been Anari.